Mr. Lewis, Ms. Hunter, you two have been married 12 years, and from what I can see here, you two file divorce papers on each other regularly. Every time somebody gets mad, somebody gets served. Explain how this relationship began. Ms. Hunter, I'm going to start with you. You answer that question.
We are high school sweethearts. We have 2 children together. I was pregnant in high school, and he was a grade higher than I was.
Okay.
So
Let me ask you this. Was the decision to marry a function of the baby?
No.
So had you not had that child at that time, you still would have gotten married.
Yes.
And you were how old?
16.
And your mother and father or your parents or whoever was looking after you, did they know that that's what you were considering?
No.
How come not?
Because my mother was against it. I was young. I was supposed to be educated first, follow the correct
Do you see
steps.
the logic in that at all?
Yes, I see it now.
You know what I
after a
mean?
while.
You kind of with that.
Correct.
Right.
But when you're young and naive and you have all these hormones and the first time that you see somebody, you want to share life with them.
No, you need to share your pen with that paper and turn in an essay. You need to share your eyeballs with that exam book to study. You need to share your feet and energy with the sports team that you decide to partake in. No, you're too young. You're too young. You're making adult decisions while you're still young. They look amazing together as a couple. You gotta admit that, bro. They look good for whatever they look good. I get that to them. But as far as 16, getting married and nah, heck no.
Because a companion, when we first met, it was actually, I liked him very much.
Quiet as it's kept. I was young once, and I had hormones too. And I saw men and this, that, and the other thing. But you don't have to do what your hormones tell you to do. You can do what your mind tells you to do, and your parents. That's what parents are for, to kind of harness in those hormones till your brain kicks in.
Well, you could say that. But, if you're living a life, you're not going to live it alone. Just because I was in high school and I'm a certain age doesn't mean, I did something incorrect.
I didn't say you were incorrect. I was saying that, people come in here and talk about I was in love and all this. At 16, I was a foolish person. If I'd have married the husband I got now, who I've had for 30 years at 16, we still wouldn't be together because I didn't have any sense. And how you feel and what you need to do aren't necessarily the same things, because my understanding is you two filed divorce papers on each other on the regular. Is that right?
False. He filed divorce papers at the beginning. I did not know of it at all until he told me. Then, based on that, we ended up working things out. So, we furthered our relationship. Then it comes to this point where we don't get along at all. So I ended up, I filed, and that's only twice. We didn't go back and forth of filing all this stuff. And then I didn't proceed into it at all.
Are they kind of like warning letters? You fill out the petition for divorce and you serve it as kind of like a warning without really intending to go through with it?
It was kind of something like that, to let him know I'm fed up. We need to get it together. We need to work as a family.
I got you. Mr. Lewis, let me ask you this. You were a football star in high school, right?
Yes, I did.
All the ladies loved you?
Not like that.
Not like that?
No.
It wasn't like that. My understanding was, however, that you were so intoxicated at the wedding that you said, "My awfully wedded wife." Is that accurate?
Yes, it's accurate.
Now, why were you drunk at the wedding? I know a lot of guys get drunk before the wedding, pass out at the altar. I see that. But drunk at the altar, explain how that happened.
God damn it, it's the old ball and chain. You know what you signing up for, bro. Make sure you don't leave your permission slip. Do not come out the house without your permission slip. Don't forget your lunch bag. You gotta call her every 20 minutes or something like that to make sure you hear the sweet sound of her voice circulating through your earlobe, bro. And it ain't nothing wrong with it. It ain't nothing wrong with it at all, bro. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. They was just too young. It was just too young.
I wasn't drunk. I was intoxicated over marijuana, not drunk.
Oh, okay. I
Not
had
drinking.
the wrong substance.
drink.
My
Yeah,
bad.
Wrong substance.
So you were high.
Yes.
Did you know he was high?
Yes.
Did it bother you?
Yes. 'Cause I didn't
You
think he
say,
was
Mr. Lewis, that despite the fact that you were, at the wedding, that afterwards you were a hard-working guy that worked 2 jobs all the time. Is that true?
No, all the time. I worked there for 8 months, two and a half years.
What went wrong? Because, I mean, other than that, you got married young. I never think that's a good idea, but you seemed to get it together. You had a couple of jobs. What started to go awry?
When we was younger, she would accuse me of cheating. Like, for example, she'll appear at places where I'll be at, accusing me of talking to a certain woman or ladies that be nearby. For example, I used to hang around in a complex, and there'd be women there sometimes. They'd be there, and I don't know who they are. She'll pop up saying that I'm there for them.
Ms. Hunter, would you pop up on the man to see if he was misbehaving?
Yes, because I was hearing things through the grapevine,
What particular grapevine was this?
through family members.
Man, knock it off. Knock it off. The grapevine got chopped off, but she's so fine, though. She can pop up on me. That's another man wife. I'm joking. I'm lying. But y'all get what I'm trying to say, bro. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. Don't let this fool you. Don't let this fool you. Nice looking young lady and all of that, but goddamn it, they be out of them. She'll get your location and have you tracked before goddamn OnStar. She had a tracking and a location of your device before OnStar, bro. I'm trying. Let's see what she gotta say.
His family members
Yes.
were telling you that he's running around with other women.
Yes.
Did you believe him?
Yes, because he wasn't ever home.
He was never home. We're going to talk about who you believe, why you believed it, and how you got to the point where you had to look at him. Mrs. Hunter, I want you to explain to me, how serious were those accusations and allegations about him cheating?
Very serious. Because when he wouldn't come home, when he would come home, he would only take showers. And
Like, what time would he come in? Was he coming in at 6 after work and showering, or was it 3 a.m.?
no. Like he said, he was working 64 hours and everything. Then he ended up quitting one of the jobs. So then after quitting one of the jobs, he ended up going out and hanging out. I have no problems with that. But when I'm hearing through the grapevine, going to the movies and hanging out in certain locations without, trying to take me or his son, it is a kind of concern.
Would he tell you where he was going?
No,
Would he
he
call?
didn't. Nope.
He just didn't show.
No. And then when I try to call him, because they used to have chirps, I would chirp him.
Yeah,
He
chirp.
would chirp me.
What y'all know about the chirp? Commenting in the comment box right now if you know what the chirp is, bro. If you had the what was it, the I-90, the I-87, and it was phony one. I think it was like an I-40 or something like that, bro. Comment below if you know what the chirp is. She took it back. She took it back, bro. That's crazy. I'm going to call you right back. Hang up. What was it? Hang up. I'm going to call you right back. Hang up. I'm going to call you right back. And call me after 9. Damn it. I just gave it away. Y'all still don't know. Comment if y'all know what it is. I gave it away. Comment if y'all know what I'm talking about.
Back at all. And if I do conversate with him, he'd be so irritated.
Did you ever catch him?
No.
No, but you tried.
I tried.
Mr. Lewis, did you ever cheat on her?
I had one encounter.
You did?
Your Honor, I'm young. I've been with her since I was 17 in high school. All I've been trying to do is make a life for us, and been trying to
Well, tell me
Go to-
about that one encounter. When did
Objection! Objection, Your Honor. My client has the right to obtain proper counsel. He did not mean to say he had an encounter. He meant to say that he was installing the counter. Young man, let me talk to you outside in the hallway. We're going to take a quick sidebar. Sidebar. We're going to have to take a quick sidebar. I know you. Excuse me, Your Honor. Let me holler at my dog. Hey, let me holler at you real quick, bro. Oh, my bad. Hey, T, he paid that retainer? All right, the retainer, cool. She said the retainer, cool, bro. Thank you. First and foremost, I want to say thank you. I appreciate your services. Well, damn, my service, I'm tripping right now. You said you.
I'm trying to.
Well, tell me
Go
about
to-
that one encounter. When did it happen? Why did it happen? Did she know about it?
I informed her of the situation. She had served me some papers, you know, and I thought once the papers was there, it was over between us. I was free to do what I want. But once
Can I ask you a question about the serving of papers? Because, you know, the serving of papers is a very definitive act.
Yes.
If I was upset and I wanted my husband to know I was upset, I would turn around and say, hey, Eric, let me tell you what you did that made me mad. I wouldn't go to court and fill out paperwork. So what did you think the paperwork would do that a conversation couldn't accomplish?
Because it's been 12 years, Your Honor.
Because what's been 12 years?
It's been 12 years off and on with this relationship, and obviously it's not working out to the point that I had to file.
You say you thought he was cheating. He admitted to one encounter. Did he tell you about that encounter?
Not really.
I'm not quite sure what you're so upset about, either one of you, that you filed papers. You kind of suspicious of him. He's going out and he's not really telling you where he is. That to me is a couple of conversations and a phone call resolution. What is it that burned you so that it made you file papers? That's what I want to know. What was so wrong?
We argue all the time. We don't.
What do you argue about?
Like just little things. Like we could talk about our son, and like, for example, I could, you know, if he's like, okay, like football, for example, like coaching. Like if his son was being coached by another man and he didn't like the way that it was, we'll have a conversation. Like I don't like the way he threw that ball, and then he can say, well, I like how he caught the ball. He's not ever. I'm just trying to give an example.
Yeah, I'm trying to work with you too.
Yeah, that one is just off. But
We talking about practice. She's sitting in this courtroom talking about practice. Not the game. Not the game, but practice. Man, there's women out here right now that's trying to figure out how they gonna get their little man enrolled and on to the football team. They trying to figure that out. They trying to figure out how they gonna get their ride. All of that, bro. It's other issues that's going on. She's sitting up here talking about a spiral at practice. Not the game. Not the game. Hold on, bro. They got me fucked up, man. Chris! What up, bro? Not the game. We sitting up here talking about practice. I'm ready for the game. I put this on because I'm ready for the game, bro. She said she trying to come up with something. She trying to come up with something because she ain't really got no complaints. Stop complaining. If you ain't, I get it though, because sometimes I do complain about things and people don't respect my complaints. So I'll take that one back. But God damn it, you good. You all right, right? But yeah, then I feel like, all right, well, everybody think that I'm all right and I'm not all right. But we talking about practice, lady. We talking about practice, lady. Spar cards still work. Panera Bread card always loaded up. Barnes and Noble gift card reloaded. Like, why is she tripping, bro? Why is she tripping?
that's hard to explain right now.
Man.
But what really pushed me to the edge is because we don't go out as a family. We,
Well, Ms. Hunter, I'm not sure you're sure why you're so angry. So I'm going to switch to Mr. Lewis, and we're going to try to figure out why he's angry.
okay.
Now, Mr. Lewis, I talked to your wife about what you argue about and what's so upsetting that you're filing divorce papers. She told me about the throwing and the catching of a ball. I want to talk to you about what you think is so upsetting, and I'm going to make a suggestion. Tell me about the concern your wife has that you have, in fact, a baby outside of your union.
Yeah, she's made up this thing where it's a make-believe that I have a kid by somebody else. I've been trying my best to convince her for this past year that I have no kid with nobody else. She came out the blue with this.
When did she come out of the blue with this?
Last year.
Last year. What happened last year that made you believe that he has a child with someone else?
I didn't ever believe that he had a child. Not ever. Based on me getting pregnant, having another child by him,
Right.
which was last year, we just had another child, his family members seemed to be involved. I was happy and enjoyed with being pregnant, having another baby by him,
Right.
because I told him years ago I wasn't going to have no more kids with him. And so when I decided to have another baby with him, his family members got involved in social media. When I put it on social media to say, hey, I'm pregnant, yay, we did it.
Right.
Right. All of a sudden he gets a phone call from some of his family members talking about, oh, you're pregnant? You're having a baby? Months later, I'm hearing something about there's another baby around. I actually was at my parents' house, and this was in 2006. I was receiving a document, and it was based on child support that we were going through. But it was a different name. And I called him and I told him, there's this other document that's here. What would you like me to do with it? Because we just, didn't want to have anything involved with child support. So I ended up tossing it out.
So you think it was a mistake, an administrative error?
Yes.
So that didn't make you believe he had an extra kid
No,
out there?
I thought it was just our situation.
So your problem is his family seems to be dipping in your business about your children and not being happy that you were pregnant again. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Does your family dip? Do they get on social media and start commenting and saying,
I don't pay no attention to any of that. I got focus and things that I'm trying to do with myself, so I have no time to pay attention to what's going on.
Well, do you
with
know what
social
your
media.
family thinks?
To my knowledge, everybody was happy. It's our second child. We ain't had one in 10 years. So it was a happy thing for us. Everything is supposed to be good. So,
All right.
Sound plain regular, fine and normal to me, man. This is a great dude right here, man. Bro, cool. Ain't starting no problem. Working 67 hours a week or something like that, bro. How you gonna hate on that, man? How you gonna hate on that, man? She trying her hardest. She trying her hardest, which again, in my opinion, that make me think, okay, you want me gone so that you can go do whatever you want to do. You want to go do whatever you want to do, but you don't want to just say, all right, well, listen, mature, adult, well, we've been together for like 15 years. I appreciate everything you've done. I just think right now, this is this is what it is. Boom, keep it pushing and move on. That's what it make me think, bro, because she came up with everything in the world, every excuse in the world that we not spending time together, we don't go out together, he did this, and somebody called me on Facebook Messenger and this, that, and the third, bro. Like, man, knock it off. Knock it off. Or it could be me, because I know a situation that's way worse than this. Way worse than this right now, bro. I mean, I get it in her world, and I'm going to respect that. It may seem like, oh my goodness, this is, ooh. It may seem like that. But when you come to court and you, in this sentence right here, and you have others, you bring others into the group chat. Then you start to realize other people looking at you like, God damn it, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You sound like you got a pretty good life. If the biggest argument that you can come up with is that y'all was arguing about why Lil Man Spiral not as tight as it should be. Wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Did you have something else you want to say?
Well, it doesn't seem like anything that he's trying to help or trying to avoid things, because when we did, end up marrying and stuff like that, he didn't want to give me his last name. He did when we were in high school.
He didn't want to give you his last
No,
name.
I even tried to save our marriage, and he ripped our marriage certificate. And he
Did you
threw
not
down.
want her to take your last name?
She jumping back and forth through our relationship. At the beginning of our relationship, I had goals and plans and things of that nature with her. That's why I married her, because I thought my goals and plans involved with her, and that when we had got married, it was to provide security for her, to make sure that she felt secure, that I wouldn't run off with nobody, because I was a year and a half older than her, and I was in college playing football, and she was still in high school. So what I was
Did you
doing,
tell her, but you can't use my last name? That's the part I'm trying to get to.
I never
Yes, he
said
did.
that.
Yes,
I never
he
said
did.
that, ma'am. It was just that during the time after I married her, accusations she started accusing me of things, and it's like, why did I
No.
ever marry her? It was like,
I am going to dig deep down in the dark recesses of my brain and try to figure out what y'all telling me. And then I will make some recommendations to you. I think you two are two decent people who tried to do the right thing, but you were A, too young, B, and not educated enough. And when I say not educated enough, I'm not simply talking about reading, writing, and arithmetic. I'm talking about understanding the nature of a relationship and a marriage. You do not conduct a relationship through filing papers, social media, and all of that other stuff. A relationship is conducted between two people, and I don't think it's just you. I think it's society in general. We have all of these extraneous avenues of information that we get. Social media, boom. It's like a high school hallway. It has no emotion. You can't. What two people need to do when they want to conduct a marriage is they look each other in the eye, they hold hands, and they say, this is what I am concerned about. These are my fears. What his mama says, what your mama says, all of that is not important. It's what's important is that you conduct your business in your household.
Because they are not going to be there when the rent is due. They're not going to be there when the auto insurance due, when the renter's insurance due. And whoever that Facebook account user is, you don't know if it's a robot or if it's a spam fake account. You don't know. Live your life. Live your life. And I know it sounds a lot easier than done, but live your life. Don't nobody care. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. After this video, yeah, her hair nice. Her hair nice. I'm gonna think, oh, good, she got nice hair, cool. After I get up and finish this video, it's gonna be one after that, and it's not going to matter. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And I think that's the beauty of the social media era. Almost you can got that, man. People get over shit quick. They get over it quick, bro. Lord, too quick in my opinion. A little too quick in my opinion. So again, it's not like, oh, and I understand. I say and again a lot. And I understand. And from your perspective, you're looking at it like, oh, this is my world, this is my life, which I understand. I get that. I do. I get that. But again, bro, when you look at it, you start bringing people in from social media and family, and you getting all of these outsiders' point of view and stuff like that. Now I'm not saying be isolated. I'm not saying that at all. I would never tell you to isolate yourself. I would never tell you that. But what I am saying is, what she's saying, what Jared's saying, man, y'all figure that out. That's between y'all. Y'all been together since y'all was 15. Y'all 20 or 30 now. That's 15 years. It should be a comfortable form of communication that y'all should be able to get across to one another. It should be. It should be, bro. So again, I get it. I understand, just as far as the perspective, like where she coming from and how she may feel about it. But again, bro, like we talking about social media.
If you have a problem, don't go file papers. Have a conversation. I don't see divorceable anywhere in the situations that you have raised to me. And maybe you've come here and gotten a little confused and can't tell me what's really wrong. If I ran and filed papers every time my husband PO'd me, they would have me in jail for vexatious litigation. I would have spent $1 million on filing fees. That's not how you conduct business. You got married for the wrong reason. You need to grow up. I want you two to go to counseling. I'm not going to take seriously any divorce filings here. What I want you to is to go to marriage counseling so you learn how to have a relationship. You learn how to have a disagreement. You learn how to have an argument. You've got children. You have an obligation to make it work. I see nothing here that says these two people can't make it. I just don't say it. But I think you need to be educated, and I think you need to be educated about emotion, about marriage, about family, about responsibility, and about maturity. I think you need the same thing. I can't take this 99th filing of a petition to divorce seriously. Your petition to this court is hereby denied. It is so ordered.
Talking about she gonna wash a damn dish. I'm still not.